Out of the Woods by Taylor Swift. I'm going to do things a little bit differently today. I'm going to take a look at Taylor's song Out of the Woods from her 1989 album, released in 2014. I'm going to look at two versions of the song. First, I'm going to look at the official video, and then at a performance she did in 2015, I think, at the Grammys Museum. It's very interesting to compare the two versions. I've done this before with Holy Ground, but I think it's a good way of looking at the strength and versatility of a song and the way in which the meaning can be changed by the different ways in which it's performed. So first of all, I'll play through both versions of the song, starting with the official video. And then after I've looked at them both, because I don't want to ignore the lyrics of the song, after we've looked at both videos, I'm then going to do a breakdown of the lyrics. So let's start with the official video version of Out of the Woods.
Couldn't quite forget when we decided to move the furniture so we could dance, baby, like we stood a chance. 2 paper airplanes flying, and I remember thinking, are we out of the woods yet? Are we out of the woods yet? Are we out of the woods yet? Are we out of the woods? Are we in the clear yet? Are we in the clear yet? Are we in the clear yet? In the clear yet? Good. Are we out of the woods yet? Are we out of the woods yet? Are we out of the woods yet? Are we out of the woods? Are we in the clear yet? Are we in the clear yet? Are we in the clear yet? In the clear yet? Good. Are we out of the woods? Remember when you hit the brakes too soon? 20 stitches in a hospital room. When you
As usual, an absolutely fantastic video that is. It's just jam-packed with imagery, full of action. So much work's gone into that video. It's just brilliant. And the production of that song too is just superb. But of course, one of the things that happens when you have a big production like that, and when you have such a brilliant, eye-catching video, then sometimes the lyrics of the song can tend to get lost. So that's why I want to have a look now at this second version of the song, which is a live performance just at the piano from the Grammy Museum in 2015.
I'm going to play you a song that I wrote about a relationship that I was in, that the number one feeling I felt in the whole relationship was anxiety. Because it felt very fragile, it felt very tentative, and it always felt like, okay, what's the next roadblock? What's the next thing that's gonna deter this? How long do we have before this turns into just an awful mess and we break up? Is it a month? Is it 3 days? And so, I think a lot of relationships can be very solid, and that's kind of what you hope for, solid and healthy, but that's not always what you get. And it doesn't mean that it's not special and extraordinary just to have a relationship that's fragile and somehow meaningful in that fragility. So this is a song that I wrote with Jack Antonoff, and it's called Out of the Woods.
First of all, it's always really good when Taylor gives a background to a song like that. It's also fairly clear that the relationship she's talking about here is with Harry Styles. That's not very important, except for one little part of the lyrics where it kind of becomes clear that that's who she's talking about, but I'll let her get on with the song.
Looking at it now, it all seems so simple. We were lying on your couch. I remember you took a Polaroid of us, then discovered the rest of the world was black and white. But we were in screaming color. Thinking, are we out of the woods yet? Are we out of the woods yet? Are we out of the woods? Are we in the clear yet? Are we in the clear yet? In the clear yet? Good. Are we out of the woods yet? Are we out of the woods yet? Are we out of the woods? Are we in the clear yet? Are we in the clear yet? In the clear yet? Good. Looking at it now, last December, we were built to fall apart and fall back together. Ooh, your necklace hanging from my neck, the night we couldn't quite forget, when we decided to move the furniture so we could dance, baby, like we stood a chance. 2 paper airplanes flying, flying, flying. And I remember thinking, are we out of the woods yet? Are we out of the woods yet? Are we out of the woods? Are we in the clear yet? Are we in the clear yet? In the clear yet? Good. Are we out of the woods yet? Are we out of the woods yet? Are we out of the woods? Are we in the clear yet? Are we in the clear yet? In the clear yet? Good. Remember when you hit the brakes too soon? 20 stitches in a hospital room. When you started crying, baby, I did too. When the sun came up, I was looking at you. Remember when we couldn't take the heat? I walked out said I'm setting you free, but the monsters turned out to be just trees. When the sun came up, you were looking at me. You were looking at me. Oh, you were looking at me. I remember. Are we out of the woods yet? Are we out of the woods yet? Are we out of the woods? Are we in the clear yet? Are we in the clear yet? In the clear yet? Good. Are we out of the woods yet? Are we out of the woods yet? Are we out of the woods? Are we in the clear yet? Are we in the clear yet? In the clear yet? Good. Are we out of the woods yet? Are we out of the woods yet? Are we out of the woods? Are we in the clear yet? In the clear yet? In the clear yet? Good. Are we out of the woods yet? Are we out of the woods yet? Are we out of the woods? Are we in the clear yet? Are we in the clear yet? In the clear yet? Good. I remember. I remember. Are we in the clear yet? In the clear yet? Good.
So there you are with just Taylor and the piano. The only effect there really was a lot of reverb on her voice. The thing about that performance is the way in which she delivers the words, the timing of the delivery of the words. It's slightly different than in the official video version, and also the different emotions and level of passion that she's able to put into the lyrics in that setting. It gives a whole new depth and life to the song, and you're able to take in the meaning much more easily than you can from the video version, which is flashy and distracts somewhat from the story that's being told. I love both versions, and they both serve a different purpose, but probably, as always, the one that I like most is the acoustic version. It's just so often the case with Taylor's songs, and that's probably because I'm such a fan of her lyrics. She's such a great lyricist. So let's now have a look at those lyrics and break them down a bit. Looking at it now, it all seems so simple. Well, yes, it always does when you look back on things, doesn't it? You always ask yourself, why didn't I see it at the time? It was obvious this was going to happen, those kinds of things, the power of hindsight. Looking at it now, it all seems so simple. We were lying on your couch, I remember. This is Taylor's beautiful storytelling. Again, this painting of a picture. In quite a number of her songs, we have these kinds of images of her with someone on a couch or on the floor. She brings us into these intimate settings. We were lying on the couch, I remember. You took a Polaroid of us, then discovered the rest of the world was black and white, but we were in screaming colour. Again, so often Taylor uses colour, so much colour, to get her meaning across. And here she's just making the general point that the world around us seems black and white, but we are in colour. Not just colour, but screaming colour. There's a sense of the intensity of this relationship. And it's such a contrast to the normal mundane life that goes on from day to day. And I remember thinking, are we out of the woods yet? Are we in the clear yet? This is clearly a turbulent relationship, but she's holding out the hope that it will settle down into something a little more solid, a little more steady. I don't think she minds the turbulence. As she said in her introduction to the song, I think she enjoys that turbulence, that excitement, that colour, that brightness. But she does also look forward to it settling into something more solid, more stable. So she's asking, are we out of the woods yet? The woods is a dangerous place, and this, the beginning of the relationship, this is the dangerous part of the relationship. This is when it could work or it could all fall apart. And she's asking the question of herself, of him, are we out of the woods yet? Are we in the safety zone now? And again, looking at it now, she's reflecting back on this relationship, looking at it now, last December, we were built to fall apart. She can see now that it wasn't going to settle into something stable and solid. That relationship was built to fall apart. It was a temporary structure. They were built to fall apart, then fall back together. So an on and off kind of situation. Oh, your necklace hanging from my neck, the night we couldn't quite forget when we decided to move the furniture so we could dance. So this spontaneity in this relationship. And also I just want to make the point again here of how constantly Taylor appeals to memory. She's constantly asking us to remember. She's constantly asking the person she was with to remember. She's constantly remembering herself. She so much wants things to live on in memory, and I'm sure that's part of her motivation for writing songs like this, is that she wants to preserve the memory of them, the good, the bad, and the ugly. To move the furniture like we could dance, baby, like we stood a chance. There was still a feeling then that maybe this relationship stands a chance. Maybe it will settle down into that stable, steady kind of relationship. But at the time, though, there were two paper airplanes flying. So again, there's that fragility and that sense of being up in the air, not on solid ground. And again, she remembers thinking, are we out of the woods? Are we in the clear yet? And now we come to the bridge, and it's in the bridge where it becomes clear to those in the know that this is a song about Harry Styles. She and Harry Styles were in a snowmobile accident, I believe, and he was injured, and that's what she's describing here. Remember when you hit the brakes too soon? Again, remember. 20 stitches in a hospital room. When you started crying, baby, I did too. So there's this deep empathetic response that she has to him in this situation. It's also clear from this that both of them are highly emotional people, and perhaps that's part of the tension of this relationship, part of what makes it impossible for it to remain stable and steady. But when the sun came up, I was looking at you. Remember when we couldn't take the heat? I walked out, I said, I'm setting you free. So there came the point in this relationship, I guess following upon this accident, when she came to a decision. The sun came up, shed light on everything, but we couldn't take the heat. Heat connected with sun there, we couldn't take the heat. There's heat in this relationship. It's a volatile relationship, and also there's kind of heat on this relationship. This is Taylor Swift and Harry Styles that we're talking about, so this got a lot of heat from the media. And she walked out saying, I'm setting you free. I guess sometimes that's something that we say to the other person to make it sound as if we're doing it for their sake. I'm never sure quite how sincere that kind of sentiment is. We're really setting ourselves free, I think, in that situation. But in an effort not to hurt the other person, we say that it's for their sake. We're setting them free. But then there's this rather interesting line, but the monsters turned out to be just trees. So in the woods at night, it can seem like a very frightening place, all these shadows, dark places, strange sounds all around us. But when the sun comes up, all the monsters turn out to just be trees. That's all they were. They were just trees. When the sun came up, you were looking at me. There's a kind of strange poignancy in this last line. We go into the chorus again after this. She finds him looking at her. You were looking at me. And that, it seems, is how this relationship ended, with him looking at her. And there seems to be a lot in this look. He doesn't ever really tell us what it was in this song, but it stuck with her, the look that he gave her. What did that look mean? We don't really know. So I think in that moment in this song, there's a certain sadness, a certain regret, an acknowledgement of a real connection between them. But nevertheless, the relationship is over, at least from Taylor's point of view. But she holds these memories and she shares them with us. memories of the good times, memories of the bad times. In memory, she keeps these things alive. So there we have two completely different presentations of this song and a deeper dive into the lyrics. Obviously, the second version of the song helps you to hear those lyrics more clearly, to grasp the story that she's telling. But the first version of the song, the official video, is much more of a performance. It's much more a piece of ear candy, I think. Great production, great visuals, very catchy chorus, great tempo, all of that, which is very radio friendly and obviously lends itself towards being a hit. But then in the slower acoustic version of the song, the lyrics, the feelings, the emotion, all of that comes through in a much deeper way. And when you look at the lyrics, there's quite a lot there. So there are two different ways of enjoying and presenting the same songs. I think they serve different purposes. So what do you think of these two versions? What do you think of the song itself? Have you paid close attention to the lyrics before? I'd love to hear from you.